Elijah Wood rose to fame early on as a child actor. He's probably best known, though, for playing the heroic hobbit Frodo Baggins in the epic Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Now he's got a new movie that's just a tad smaller in scale about famed poet Dylan Thomas's scandalous visit to New York in the 50s.
And Elijah plays John Malcolm Brennan, the academic who brought the writer over from across the pond and is forced to go toe-to-toe with the literary icon.
Come on, boy, Reese. Get up. Your turn.
No, I don't. No, Dylan, come on.
Come on. America versus Wales. Put him up. Come on.
Put him up.
Put your hands up, John. That's right. Come on, John. Try a bit harder. Put him up. John, try harder. Come on. Useless. Come on.
Oh, and you got one in there. That was good. That was a good, solid punch.
Thank you.
How many takes did that take, Elijah?
It was like 4 or 5.
He had to bear the brunt of that.
Indeed.
Yeah. So tell me about this film. Shot in black and white, as we saw. Very artsy, smaller film than what we were used to seeing you in.
Yeah.
What attracted you to it?
Honestly, it was the material. It was the script. You know, it's based on a true story. John Malcolm Brennan brought Dylan Thomas to the United States. He wrote a book about it. And the film is essentially these 7 days in upstate New York where he didn't really write in the book about what happened. And this really intrigued the filmmakers. And that's basically the film. It's this young poet and his idol meeting together and sort of having to babysit, you know, this person that is far more than he kind of had bargained for.
We were just talking in the commercial break about genius in general and how there tends to be an intensity of personality with most geniuses, and Dylan Thomas obviously was no exception.
No.
What we know his work, what kind of a man was he as you got to know him studying for this?
My God. He was everything. He was a child. He was a man-child. He was a genius. He had an incredible way with words. He was incredible in the way that he connected with people. I think that was sort of his strongest suit. And you see that a lot in his work as well. He loved people. He found poetry in humanity and in the sort of strange, you know, the people that are forgotten, those are the people that he sort of connected to. And I think that that's sort of an indelible sort of aspect of who he was.
That's beautifully said. As we mentioned, of course, we know you for blockbusters, and this is a smaller film, but nevertheless, it still satisfies the actor and creator in you. However, we've got to have some fun with you. It's Wednesday, and we do this thing on Wednesday called Would You Wednesday, and since Elijah Wood, I didn't write that. The comedy writers out back did that. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, don't hold us.
Literally.
Don't hold us
Would you rather?
responsible for these questions.
Okay.
Okay, here, this print is so small. Okay, would you rather live in outer space or under the sea?
Oh, man.
This is a tough one.
That is a tough one. Outer space.
Why? That's not the, I just have a follow-up. Okay, tell me
I just think the cosmos is incredibly beautiful.
Okay.
And if you're rocketing through space, you're going to be exposed to so much.
Nice.
I don't know.
Very cool.
Good answer.
I like it. Deep. All right, here's another deep one. Would you rather go back in time and meet your ancestors or go to the future and meet your descendants?
Back in time. It's always been a dream of mine, like a fantasy to time travel,
Appropriate for the film in the 50s. There you have it.
All right, let's get one more in before we go here. If you had a choice, would you rather star only in blockbusters like Lord of the Rings or independent films?
Oof, man. I'd say independent. The films that I'm attracted to typically end up being smaller films by the very nature of just the material and the kinds of stories that I'm attracted to. But there's also something about independent cinema that I love so much that it's kind of the great equalizer. The people that are there, it's a much smaller group of people, and they're there for the reason of bringing this thing to life. So it tends to unify people in a really intimate, kind of special way, where everyone's kind of working together for this common goal, and I enjoy that atmosphere.
And this is one of those movies.
It is indeed. We shot this in 18 days, by the way.
Right?
18 days. And it's all dialogue. Looking at the clip, I was like, how did we do that?
Well done, because you're that kind of actor, Elijah.
Wow, thank you.
Thanks so much. And Set Fire to the Stars opens in select cities this Friday and nationwide on July 21st.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.